What's going on, guys? Blame Truth here, the Codfather himself, bringing you another video. And you know, actually, I'm gonna be Anthony this video and not Blame Truth, the Codfather, because there is a difference there. And in this video, I kind of want to shed some light on the difference and let you guys peek behind the fourth wall, so to speak. I've had the worst fucking migraine headache, like the left side of my head. It's not good. For the past few days, I don't know what caused it. I don't usually get headaches, so I'm hoping it's nothing serious. But if you guys have any tips on how to get rid of this or just kind of alleviate some of the pain, let me know. I'll just say that yelling yesterday and going off the rails like I usually do in these videos was not a good idea, because I felt it after the video. I'll say that. So in this video, I want to make kind of a follow-up to that one. I want to kind of just be real with you guys, because I got a lot of new viewers here, and I don't want to not ever be genuine with you guys. Whether you're a new sub, whether you've been here for 15 years, I always want to come across as a truthful individual. I want to be honest with you guys, even when that honesty is hard, and I'm going to do that this video. We're going to get into a lot of stuff. I'm not sure how long this is going to be, but the point of all this is that my main goal for this YouTube channel is to be entertaining. This video probably won't go over super well. Like, it probably won't be the best, most viewed video I've ever done, and that's fine. I don't really have an idea today for a video, so I'm just kind of shooting the shit, and my head fucking hurts. So we're just gonna talk relatively calmly, and no volume warnings this video, you know. But first and foremost, my goal with this channel is to be entertaining. So these are my real concerns, but I take them to the extreme. Like, this is me, but it's like turned up to 11. I take a lot of inspiration from professional wrestling. Like, currently I watch AEW. I watch it every week. Me and my friends are fucking addicted to it. If you like WWE, that's fine. I can't really watch that anymore. It's a little too produced, and the camera zooms and stuff like that give me nausea. So I can't do that. But you know, the main goal is to, like, make a character. You want it to be you, but you turned up to 11. So these are my real concerns. These are real issues. No, I don't like MW2, like, legitimately. There is some fun to be had there, but it's just not a very good game. Like, I'm being honest there, you know. But primarily, I'm dressing it up and trying to be entertaining. I'm saying this because after yesterday's video, I don't think I really want to go after people or take the character too far. And what I mean by that is that yesterday's video was more in the wrestling persona than I usually go into, and I do that a lot, especially when I'm, like, going after somebody or calling somebody out or poking fun at them or whatever, or saying their opinion shit. And I've gone after like 3 people in the past month or whatever, just either bashing their opinions or making a video on them and covering them and stuff like that. And, like, it's cool to do that. Those videos are popular. They are entertaining, but I can't lie to you guys. It kind of sucks because I don't want you guys going to these people and, like, harassing them. I don't want to have shitty comments here if I can help it. Trust me, I get enough shitty comments. I've dealt with shitty comments on YouTube and the internet my entire life. Sometimes I'll clap back and people will get upset if I clap back too hard. That's actually happened. They'll be like, man, fuck you, BT. And I'm like, hey, fuck you too, buddy, you piece of shit. And they're like, wow, man, you don't gotta be so mean. I expected more of you as a content creator. And I'm like, what? You can be mean to me, but I can't call you like a cunt back? What's up with that? Anyway, that's true, though. That does happen. But I think after yesterday's video, I think it's the last time I want to just call anyone out here. And it's not because of just the general kind of, like, toxicity with that, but there's been some stuff this year that's been misconstrued, and I want to clear the air about it. Guys, I try to be honest with you to a fault, to a point where it's, like, probably not good, but, like, I just want to be upfront with my viewers and my fans. You guys are always honest with me. I'll get DMs saying, like, hey, man, love your videos. They've helped me through some rough times. It's fun listening to you yell. It gets my frustrations out vicariously, you know? So there's a lot of people unhappy with the current state of COD, the current state of AAA gaming especially. We've had so many stinkers over the years, and I'm not even in character right now when I say this, but it's fucking disheartening when you expect a good game. You spend your money on it, you expect a good, complete game, and you get Cyberpunk, you get Battlefield 2042, you get Call of Duty Vanguard. It's not fucking fun. It's not fair to the consumer. And I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm filling that niche of people that are vocal and upset and not happy. I don't know. I can't just buy a product, consume it, and be like, wow, this is great when it's not, you know? And when it's great, I'll actually praise it. I'll praise the fuck out of it. But I can't do it when it's not actually good. So, and I want to cover this one thing that Krillix talked about, because this was a real life issue. I didn't want to put it in yesterday's video. This is a real life issue, and another guy has covered this too on YouTube. Simon something. This Simon guy hates me. I heard that his wife actually passed away from cancer a few years ago. So I tend not to even address this dude because, like, genuinely speaking, I feel sorry for him. And I'm like, I think I said this on my old Twitter, but I'm like, man, if he wants to yell at me and talk shit and make up shit and say a bunch of awful stuff, that helps him feel better, I'll fucking take it. Fine. Whatever, man. You know? I don't know if that's actually true or not, though. That's what I've heard through several people throughout the years, so whatever. But I do want to cover this because I think he said, him in particular said that I was a millionaire at one point in a video. And guys, if I was a millionaire, I would not be doing YouTube. I'll just say I'm nowhere close, man. I think people really overestimate how much money you actually make from this. I make good money from this, especially for the area I live in, but I am definitely not out here driving fucking supercars and doing cocaine off of strippers' tits and eating golden lobster, nor would I want that. I'm not really into that. So none of that. Maybe golden lobster, but probably not. I'd feel kind of guilty eating something that ridiculous. But no, I make good money for my area, but like, motherfucker, I drive a Subaru Outback and I live in like just a relatively small house with my dog. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? I'm not really living above my means. I'm not rich, is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, Krillix and this guy covered something, like a real life thing that happened. And I do want to cover this because I've been talking a lot about mental health this year, especially men's mental health. And my mental health this past year has been fucking shit. And this is part of the reason I don't want to kind of do videos on other people, because you never know what somebody else is going through. And I've upset a few devs like Ashton Williams in the past, and I've apologized. And I would like to personally apologize one day, but I got to figure out how to do that. But, you know, it's like, it's fun in games and you get into the character, but sometimes your judgment's not the best, or sometimes you take it too far in the name of entertainment. On one hand, you know, hundreds of thousands of people are thinking what you're doing's fucking great and fun and entertaining. But there's a few people that feel like shit because, you know, you're poking fun at them or you're talking about them or whatever. And, I mean, maybe even Joe Secott feels that way. Maybe Joe Secott's got a voodoo doll and he's sticking a needle through the left side of me. And that's why I have this migraine. I don't know. But, like, truth is, I have no ill will towards Joe Secott. If I ever take things too far, if he wants me to stop suplexing him at the end, I will. All it takes is a DM, you know. I don't want to genuinely upset anybody. Most of this on YouTube was just banter for the sake of entertainment. But there was a real thing that was covered, and I wanted to cover in a real video. But this past year, mental health's been in the fucking gutter, and I had some really bad luck. Like this past year, 2022 especially, if something could go wrong, it did go wrong. I'm not going to go into detail, but there was a point where I was saving my money to go on a trip with my dog and my girlfriend, and then my dog had to get surgery, an emergency kind of surgery. He had some tumors, thankfully non-cancerous, but he had some tumors, bleeding, that were bleeding and ruptured and stuff like that. And it was just a terrifying, awful time period. I couldn't work. I was a fucking wreck. I wasn't sleeping. I had to pay over $3,000 out of pocket to get this fixed, you know. And I would do it in a heartbeat, though. I love my dog. But after that, man, my mental health just declined. Like, it's a weird thing as a man, because you can't, not that you can't talk about your issues, but I guess it's not really, there's still a stigma there, you know. It's not normal to be a man and be like, I need help. I think a lot of us, still to this day in 2022, a lot of men, like most of my audience is men, a lot of us can't talk about shit. We feel like we can't talk about shit. And I kind of felt that way the whole year. It's just a stigma, you know. It's nothing anybody's doing. It's just like, sometimes you'll even ask for help and people won't get back to you, and that hurts more than if you just don't ask for help and suck it up sometimes, you know. But there was a point where I had some money in the Terra Luna protocol, you know, the crypto. If you don't know about crypto, I'll keep it simple. I was in a stable asset, like the stable coin for that particular crypto. Pretty much advertised as risk-free. A lot of people had a lot of money into this quote-unquote risk-free asset. It was a way just to earn better interest than sticking your money in the bank and letting it draw like $20 a year. You know, the banks fucking suck. So this was a way better interest rate. Stuck my money in there as a savings thing. And I was like, I'm going to save up and take a trip with Buddy eventually later this year, because that whole surgery thing, it scared me. I was like, I don't have all the time in the world. He's getting older. Anything could happen. You know, I want to take a trip with my dog. And then you can look that up, but that got attacked, went belly up. I'll spare you the details. I'll save you the trouble of like just giving you the nerdy breakdown of it. But my shit was in staking. I couldn't pull it out, and I couldn't pull it out in time. You know, it's just one of those black swan events. It was just really fucking bad luck, and I lost my savings. But the point of all this is that anytime I've needed to raise funds for anything, I would always stream or take a few advertiser deals or whatever. You guys may have been there. Like, I'm not a very good streamer. Just, like, seriously, I fucking suck at streaming. I feel like I don't know what it is. I can't get the ball rolling on streaming. That's why I quit that to come back to YouTube back in 2019. Just I'm not a good streamer. I don't know. I suck. I don't get a lot of viewership. So, but anyway, I would always just stream, like do a big 12-hour stream or something, or I'd take a few advertiser deals for YouTube if I wanted to make a little extra cash. But truthfully, after that whole issue, my mental health was in the fucking gutter. You probably noticed this year. I mean, Vanguard did suck as a video game, but I just wasn't pumping out the content like I usually do, and that's because I felt like I could not bring you guys quality content. I never wanted to shit anything out. I never want to do that to you guys. I would rather not make a video than bring you like a shitty video where my head's not in it, my heart's not in it. I'm just not going to do that, you know? Like, mentally, I just could not do much of anything. I would wake up and just be in like a fucking fog. It was weird. It was depression. It was a lot of things. I actually found out just recently I had some disassociation going on. I didn't know what was happening. I knew I'd wake up and just be like, it felt like I was just a different person every day, is the best way I can put it. It was really fucking dark, and I was not on a good path, and I didn't even know. Like, I didn't even know what was going on. You know what I mean? Like, it was just, if you've ever had that, it's horrible. I know it affects everyone differently, but it's a really shitty fucking thing. And the point of all this is, though, is that for the first time in my life, I felt like I could not do my job. If you've ever loved your job or loved your career or loved something and then you feel like you can't do it, you know what I'm talking about. But for the first time in my life, I felt like I wasn't up to par. And I'm not going to shit out content for you guys. I'm not going to give you a bad fucking video, or I'm not funny, or I'm not saying something that has some importance. If I don't feel it's good, I can't fucking release it. I just cannot. You know, I've taken down videos after they've gotten 10,000 views because of an error before. Like, just a fucking, I don't know, a mic error. I've taken it down and I've redone it, re-uploaded it. I'm just a stickler. I'm a perfectionist in a way like that. And I couldn't bring you guys shitty content just to make money. It didn't feel right. What I did, though, was I made a GoFundMe, completely optional, saying, hey, if you guys want to help me out, it's up to you. It's not required. And when I did that, man, people fucking let me have it. People were shitting on me, straight up. And I guess maybe I should have explained that, hey, I'm feeling this way. Maybe that's on me. But I was just thinking, wow, where are all these people when I'm like raising money for charities and stuff, you know? Verifiably over the years, through streaming, I've raised thousands of dollars for pancreatic cancer research. I've raised thousands of dollars for shelter animals, dogs and cats, homeless animals and stuff like that. Never once have I like actually asked for help. And then when I did, it's just like, man, people are letting me fucking have it. And again, maybe I should have been more clear with how I was feeling and the fact that I was depressed as fuck. But again, wasn't really in my right mind. I was probably also lying to myself a little bit, saying I'm okay, I'm good, because there's that fucking stigma that you can't ask for help. And then when I did ask for help a little bit, optional help, by the way, I didn't need it, but when I did ask for that optional help, got kind of shit on, and I'm just like, it just kind of puts you into that headspace again, that like you're a man, you can't talk about shit, you just gotta fucking deal with it, you know? But what I did was, I got about 600 bucks, I think, from that. And I went out and immediately bought camera gear. I bought a GoPro and I bought a drone, and I made some pretty fucking sweet videos, I think. Those were videos that I was proud of. I was a little off the fucking rails when I made them, but you can go back and watch. I did some overlanding. I traveled with my dog. My dog loved it. And I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you other than I think I'm sick of doing the whole persona thing to actually attack people, whether it's an opinion or whatever, or defending myself or whatever. The dude yesterday, I mean, he did kind of come after me first and brought some personal stuff into it. I think it's better to just do these two videos to show you, like, this is Persona BT, this is Anthony, the guy behind the Persona, just to kind of show you that they are different. And I have been trying to, on my social medias at least, like my Instagram and stuff, be more upfront with issues that I'm having. I'll probably do it here too. I mean, I'm making this video. This is hard to make, by the way. This is hard to talk about. I don't usually go this in depth with stuff, and I've had to even delete past videos because I've gotten a little too personal. I don't ever want to feel like I'm monetizing that even. I have a weird fucking brain, but I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to be pulling the wool over your guys' eyes in any way. I want to be completely honest with you. So yeah, basically, Too Long Didn't Read. Instead of streaming to raise funds, I just said, hey, if you guys can spare some optional cash, you don't have to do it. It'd be cool, and I'll make it up to you with some videos. And I did. I spent that money on camera equipment, and I was able to buy a GoPro. That was not in the budget, but I was able to buy a GoPro, a drone, all that stuff. And I was able to put it back towards the videos and whatnot. And again, you can go back and look at some of those videos. I'll leave them in the comment section below. They're pretty good. It's very different. And I was pretty, again, out of it. I was still really just not in my right head. But that did help. I think at the time, if I didn't get out of the house and go do something different, God knows what I would have done. You know, I've tried really hard to battle some demons throughout the years that I've not shied away from talking about. I've had some issues with alcoholism in the past. I did not, under any circumstance, want to start drinking like profusely again. You know, I do not want to be an only use me blade type ever. It's just not something I want to do. Alcohol in moderation for me from now on. But yeah, I just wanted to cover this and let you guys know that it's cool to talk about stuff. I don't know where the people that were shitting on me for this, I don't know where they were at when like I'm raising money for charities and stuff. I don't know where they're at when I'm giving away my Oris watch. I could have sold that, you know, to cover the cost of this trip earlier this year, but I actually did want to do a giveaway for this particular watch. I'm the type of person that when I'm eating good, everybody eats if you support me. And when people are shitty to me, I will be shitty back. I'm not going to let you, like, you know, run all over me, walk all over me, whatever. I am going to defend myself. But at the same time, I think I am done with the whole just calling people out. They get a lot of views. You guys seem to like them overall. And I get that I'm breaking a few eggs to make an omelet, so to speak. But I don't know, man. I want to be above that. If the worst thing I've done in 15 years of doing this whole YouTube thing is, you know, holding like a GoFundMe for a trip with my dog because I fucking was down on my luck. If you want to kick me when I'm down like that, then be my guest. But now that I'm on the up and up, I'm going to give back. I'm going to do the best I can to give back. I'm going to be completely upfront with you guys. I'm going to try to tell you guys up front that it's okay to talk about shit. People will kick you when you're down, especially when you're a guy, it feels like. But from now on, just want to speak openly and candidly about it. Don't want to lie to myself either. Lying to myself is honestly worse than lying to people in a lot of ways, because when you lie to yourself, you're gonna go off the rails, man. It ain't good. And I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to kind of let you in on a little response that's a bit different than the usual character response. If you're new here, realize that no, I'm not this unhinged. It's mostly for entertainment. Then again, you know, I did make some videos where I was actually unhinged, and I'm like very calm. Like when I'm actually kind of unhinged, I'm way more calm and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to kind of let you guys know that I am right now genuinely good. I had the best November I've ever had financially. I met an amazing woman. I've cultivated some amazing friendships like throughout this year. I've cut the fat on some really toxic people this year as well. And overall, I'm doing great. And I'm back on my feet. Adversity is going to happen. Things are going to happen that's going to tear you down in life. But it's how you kind of bounce back from that, you know, that really shows what you're made of. And the fact that you can go through these things, and if you can talk about them, it takes a lot of strength to talk about them. Trust me, this is fucking really hard because I don't want to come across as some sympathetic Jesus figure. That's not me. I've been an asshole more times than I can count on all my fingers and toes combined, like a genuine asshole. I'm by no means perfect. I've made more mistakes than I've had wins in life. But yeah, it's just what makes us human. You know what I mean? But hopefully you guys enjoyed this part too, and you can relate. And again, if you have any headache advice for this fucking migraine, let me know. I want to get back to yelling at something, even if it's just a shitty fucking game. I'd like to get back to yelling. It's fun. It's entertaining. I like putting volume warning in my videos. You guys like when I yell. You think it's funny. So I want to get back to doing that, but I got to get rid of this goddamn two-day long migraine first. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll catch you on the next one. I love you all. That's from Anthony. Not Blame Truth so much, but I love you guys. Seriously. Thank you for supporting me. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. I don't want to suplex Joe Secott through anything today. I want to have a beer with the man. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
I appreciate it, Nick. I'm sorry if I'm a little fucking snippy. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired and I work with fucking children.